Hey guys, Vince over at cultiveandroid.com. We're going to do a review on the Samsung Galaxy Tab 2 7.0 Wi-Fi model. I'm going to give you my take on the device. It's a budget tablet. The best part is it runs Android 4.0. It does have a hint of TouchWiz on it, but it's not overbearing. So we'll take a look at the pros and cons, and I'll help you decide whether or not to pick this up or to wait for the rumored Google Nexus tablet that is supposed to come out in the next couple months at the same price point and most likely feature vanilla Android. So this retails for around $249.99. You can get deals here and there, but essentially it'll be just above $200 for an Android 4.0 tablet. Now, the Samsung Galaxy Tab 2 7.0 has a 7-inch 1024 by 600 WSVGA display. It comes with 8 gigabytes of internal storage, 1 gigabyte RAM. It runs on a dual-core 1 gigahertz processor. I'll show you a quick look. It does have the 7-inch form factor that a lot of people prefer because you can actually hold it in one hand. It has a micro SD card slot, so you can expand your storage up to 32 gigabytes. It has two little speakers here that are phenomenal in my opinion and give this 7-inch device amazing sound. There's the Samsung proprietary port there for your charging cable and other things. IR blaster, which is one of my favorite features on the Galaxy Tab 2. Volume rocker, power button, headphone jack, microphone. We have on the back a 3 megapixel rear camera, and on the front a VGA front facing camera. And as you can see, a nice bezel around the device with no buttons thanks to Android 4.0. We do not need any hardware buttons or capacitive buttons taking up any space there. Of course, the on-screen virtual buttons do take up a little bit of their own space, but again, you can hold your tablet from any angle without the fear of accidentally hitting the back button or something like that. And that's what I enjoy tremendously about having no buttons. So I'll turn this thing on. The load screen takes a little bit, but I've already also fiddled around with the background and stuff like that, so you'll see that. When you first load this up out of the box, it'll be riddled with Samsung junk. It'll have the Samsung Media Hub, Music Hub, Game Hub, preloaded apps. All the junk you don't want will be on it. Thank you very much, Samsung. You know, manufacturers just feel the need to give us what they think we want, and most of the time it's nothing that we want. And that is the biggest caveat of this device, which you know, what do you want first, the good news or the bad news? I'm going to give you the bad news first and get it over with. This device has 8 gigabytes of internal storage. Yes, it has a external micro SD card slot. I inserted my 16 gigabyte micro SD card slot into it thinking I'm good to go. After syncing my Google account, I used up over half of the 8 gigabyte storage that it comes with. So I proceeded to move my applications to the external SD card to free up space. I was unpleasantly surprised to find out that you cannot move your applications to the external SD card. I have no idea why they don't allow you to do this. It's May of 2012. We're on Android 4.0. There's no reason I shouldn't be able to move my applications to my SD card. So your micro SD card slot expansion there is virtually useless. You can use it for photos or music or stuff like that, but the majority of us are now storing those kinds of things in the cloud. So my 16 gigabyte micro SD card sits in there doing absolutely nothing. and in the meantime my 8 gigabytes of internal storage is being populated by preloaded apps that I have absolutely no use for. That was a huge thumbs down for me, and the main reason why I will not be recommending this tablet to anyone. But if that's not an issue for you, please feel free to watch on. I'll show you how it performs and you know, what you can expect if you do pick one up. You'll see it's got the usual Android 4.0 ice cream sandwich layout for tablets. You have your app drawer in the right hand corner, the icon there. You have your Google in the upper left, your Google search, your back button, home button, recent tasks, task manager. Notifications are over here in the bottom right hand corner. It has a screenshot function next to the task manager that I do not agree with its positioning. It's easy to accidentally hit it and waste time having to delete the screenshot you just took, and it's really a pain in the butt considering the usual hold down the volume button and power button for 2 seconds will still take a screenshot. There's no need for that there. It just takes up space and gets in the way. Then you also have your mini app quick launcher here from Samsung. That would be a great feature if they allowed us to customize it with the apps that we like to use. Unfortunately, they have chosen which apps we can populate it with, and again, the majority of them are things I will never use. It has a task manager, which there's no use for. We already have a built-in one on Android 4.0, a world clock. The majority of us won't use that. A calendar, maybe. Music player, maybe. Email, yes. Calculator, yeah. Alarm clock, probably not. So again, another useless feature for me that will never be used and will sit there. It's a shame. As for the home screen, there's 7 home screens. They revolve horizontally in a 360 carousel. I like that. The app drawer is also a 360 carousel. You will just go through your apps. You will not go to widgets unless you choose widgets. Plenty of widgets to choose from. One of the advantages of having an Android tablet is all the extra screen space you have to populate with cool widgets that not only look good but give you the information you need without having to actually launch any applications. So plenty of widgets to choose from. The apps, like I said, it comes with a bunch of preloaded apps that unfortunately you cannot uninstall. You can disable them thanks to Android 4.0, but you cannot uninstall them, so they will remain on your device and take up the space that you would like to use for applications that you will actually use. Some of those applications I'll show you real quick is the All Share. It's good if you have another Samsung device or a compatible All Share device to share things between the 2 devices or 3 devices or whatever. The Amazon Kindle, no use for unless you're a Kindle fan and read the books. Their browser isn't that bad, even though I prefer Google Chrome beta, so I have that loaded up, which is also 50 plus megabytes and takes up a lot of space. So, you know, I'm really losing out with this 8 gigabyte thing here. Photo editor, not bad. Media Hub, Music Hub, all those hubs I have no need for. Polaris Office, not bad. You can edit and create documents in there. Reader's Hub is 3 separate applications, news, magazines, and books that you can purchase or subscribe to. Looks nice, has the bookshelf look to it there. The Smart Remote is the only preloaded app that I actually use and that I enjoy. It controls the IR blaster so that I can change the channels on my TV while I'm just sitting, you know, in bed or on the couch, you know, reading my latest RSS feeds or something. World Clock, Video Maker, Video Player, not much else that you're really going to have a use for. So again, not happy about that. I'll show you the video quality on the Galaxy Tab 2. We'll go into Netflix real quick. The video quality is it's nice. It's nothing spectacular, but it's definitely good for watching video and relaxing. And thanks to other apps, you can even watch TV shows like the recent Xfinity TV app that just came out. Allows you to watch on-demand TV shows, or if you have a Sling box and a Sling player, you can watch live TV. My kids like to watch the Avengers, so I'll load that up real quick, show you the quality. You'll see the video loads. Whoa, let me turn it on. As I said, the volume or the sound quality on this tablet is amazing, in my opinion.
What's happening? Why are we leaving?
You can see the over Wi-Fi, it streams well. There's no lag, no pixelation, it's good quality. The colors may look a little odd due to my camera settings right now, but very good quality to watch a movie, and the sound is great. So it's definitely a nice little 7-inch personal video device, if anything. So get out of this. The camera app, I'm not going to actually show you, I'm not actually going to take pictures or anything, but you're not going to be using it. You might want to use it, but the pictures are pretty bad. It's a 3 megapixel rear camera, VGA front facing camera, nothing to brag about. People say, who's going to take a picture with a tablet anyways? With a 7-inch, it doesn't look as weird, but I did find myself in moments where my kids did something and I had the tablet in my hand and I was just like, oh, I gotta capture that. But I was not impressed with the quality at all. As you can see, you might not be able to tell in the picture, but yeah, you can't really tell. It's very grainy, very washed out, just nothing you're going to be happy about, in my opinion. Sorry about that. It does have photo editing software, which helps a little, and you can give it that Instagrammy feel and spruce it up a little bit. But overall, not a device I recommend if you're going to be using it to take pictures or video with. Other than that, playing games on it was okay. I have a hard time with like FPS games on tablets or any touchscreen device as it is without some sort of separate controller. But I did find, I don't know if it's just my fingers, but they get sweaty real quick using the Tab 2, and then they get stuck on the screen. The screen itself gets dirty very easily, collects dust really quickly, so you'll definitely want to keep some sort of wipes handy that you can clean your screen often. Overall, for $249, it's almost a buy. It really is. If it wasn't for the lack of being able to move your apps to the SD card, I would say go for it. But as it stands now, I'm not going to keep it. I will definitely replace it with the Nexus tablet when it comes out. So in my opinion, I would wait. So if you're torn between the two, I say wait for the Galaxy Nexus. Otherwise, if you're not going to be using up a lot of space, it's a nice cheap Android 4.0 tablet that will provide you with a nice multimedia experience through streaming services such as Netflix. You're not going to be loading your movies on here, obviously, unless you have an external SD card. But that's my verdict on the Samsung Galaxy Tab 2 7.0, and hopefully this helps you get a good idea of what this tablet has to offer and whether or not it's right for you. As always, I recommend coming back for more reviews or tips and tricks on how to use your Android device. Thank you.